Hi, welcome to DC Vigilante. And in the great words of Zack Snyder, wake the fudge up, Warner Brothers. It's not exactly the words, but try to be polite. And the reason why that is there is so many, how can I put it, I'm trying to be nice here, screw ups that has happened over the last few years. It's unbelievable. Okay, so first of all, you've got how they meddled with, or tried to meddle with Man of Steel. Then they definitely meddled with BVS, and then they meddled with Justice League tremendously. They meddled with Suicide Squad and just about everything. Right? Not only in the movies, oh no, and then they screw up on the TV. Right? Definitely screw up on the TV. So recently you've had a new person playing Batman in Teen Titans, and straight away I thought, he's alright, I quite like him as the actor. But then when I saw images of him as Bruce Wayne, I thought, my god, he is too old, too frail, I don't know. And now I've seen reports, right, Titans has not came over to the UK yet, okay? And I hope I can convince myself that I'm wrong, but all the reports that I've been reading say otherwise. Bad Batman. Now, and in the current Batman movies that are coming out, which of course, we've lost the great Ben Affleck, and I'm putting it down to either family issues or the fact that they messed up with Zack Snyder. And so this new Batman, of course, they've got another Commissioner Gordon, and trying to keep up with social justice. It's a black Commissioner Gordon, right? Just like we had a black Perry White. We must have equality, which is correct. You know, we must have, you know, but it's like Commissioner Gordon, Perry White, when they're like second-hand characters, are you actually doing them any justice? You know, they could be bigger part of it, but anyway. And they're not. You had Batman. Oh, what's that? Morgan Freeman's character. And he was also in Gotham, but he's portrayed and written as a black person. But of course, social justice steps in and everything else. And so then I was watching Krypton, right? Watching Krypton, finally got, in my last video I done a comparison between Gotham and Krypton, and to be honest I was really favouring Gotham more than Krypton. And what happened at the end of Krypton? Spoiler alert. But it ends up with, you got a Darkseid symbol. Not too sure about the people in the sky. I don't know if they were Hawkmen or some sort of minions. And then you had gone to Earth and talk about you'll be a god among men and everything else. So going to Earth, a wee bit like Smallville, going in time and stuff like that. So it left, of course, which I was expecting, in a cliffhanger. And I went, you bugger, you just did that with Justice League, with Darkseid and everything else, and now you buggered this season up, because I believe Krypton season 2 is cancelled. So that's a screw up. Now, what else? And what gets me as well is I've seen reports, you know, critics and whatnot, and they're talking about you know, Man of Steel and why we don't have another Man of Steel, and it's on my Facebook page, okay? It's on my Facebook page. I've posted the images of them. I'm not going to post an image here because it's just it's not that kind of YouTube. It's not that fancy YouTube where I'll split the screen and you'll see the post here. This is all done on my phone. But basically, the way these critics describing how they would make a Superman movie when you read it, honestly, it describes Man of Steel and BVS. And I'm thinking, have you guys actually seen the movie, or were you one of the guys that were actually just paid to badmouth it? Were you just following the stream of, because the way you're explaining what you want from Superman is exactly what you got in Man of Steel, and what this other guy was explaining was exactly what you got in BVS. And I went, I can't believe this is true. And hats off to Jay Olivia, who steps in on the argument as well. He steps in about the Snyder Cut, and he was questioned about, because he says, I'd rather get my source from somebody. And now this is the thing, I'd rather get my there was a post he made months ago from reliable sources like Variety and great journalism, and of course the guy posted a picture of what Variety brought out, which was all that nonsense about there wasn't a Snyder Cut. Then Jay Olivia says, listen pal, that doesn't say anything about who the source was, who actually said what. This isn't actually an article whatsoever. This is not even, it wasn't badly reported. And this is a guy that works behind the scenes. He's got a cracking job. So they all started attacking Jay Olivia, saying, oh, you're going to look so foolish, and this might cost you your job and everything else. I went, no, my job is fine. And then he goes on about how finished the film was. And you got to really respect people like that. And today in work, I'd actually mentioned somebody was talking to me about the Mandalorian Wars. And have I watched it? And I said, I can't bring myself to watch it. I'm a Lucas fan, and who's not got his seal of approval, especially after what he's done to the movies. I'm not interested. I've read all the graphic novels about the Mandalorian Wars and all that sort of stuff, so it's nothing new. And I seen a great wee image of Wesley Snipes holding a gun to Baby Yoda, saying, I'd do anything for the Snyder Cut. I thought that was brilliant. And but then when I mentioned the Snyder Cut to him, he actually heard of it, and he believed that it didn't exist. But of course, I put him right, because he's not one to stay with the media and the internet and everything else, but he must have got wind of it. So when I started telling him about Jason Momoa and everything else, and even Zack Snyder had said it exists. So, and then I told him about the Richard Donner cut and how when the internet came on, it just dawns on me how much Warner Brothers buggers things up. Way back from Richard Donner to the TV companies, to TV shows, to the movies, to responding to the fans. And I thought, thankfully, going back to Jay Olivia, he's actually just recently said, listen, all those people that were responsible for the Justice League and everybody else is away. The majority of those people are away now. Because Warner Brothers woke up, and get these guys out of here. And it says, and it's now an AT&T or whatever that owns sort of Warner Brothers Media now. It's in their best interest to make money from a film, another version of a film that's other. Let's rephrase it, another version of the film. This is the version of the film that has came out. So they're bound to be a winner on this. So again, I'm at a loss, and this is exactly why I changed my page from Man of Steel fan gives hope to DC Vigilante, because I was sick and tired of defending Warner Brothers mistakes, and I want to shove, and I say this on my page, I do not speak for Warner Brothers, I do not speak for DC fans, I do not speak for the DCEU fans, and in my mind, we're all the same, we're all linked. There is no such, there should not be a divide between a Zack Snyder fan and a DC fan. Right? Because they both are the same people. They just have different views on how they see the character, but it makes them less, it doesn't make them any less than the other. So Warner Brothers, let's join all the clans together, right? Stop screwing up, actors to play Batman or whatever from the Titans. Stop cancelling shows like the Swamp Thing I believe is coming out in DVD that had so much great potential. Stop cancelling, support your TV franchises. Don't just release it on some streaming service that's only available in America. Get behind your product and support it and push it out there. Don't leave it to the fans to tell you how to run your business. Because right now we are. Our fans have told you what we wanted. Look at the way Star Wars is. The fans are crying out for, I believe, The Mandalorian, but everyone I speak to is booing the recent Star Wars movies. They've stopped listening, and it's time for you to listen to us. So come on, Warner Brothers. Wake up. This is DC Vigilante. Truth. Leave your comments and whatnot below. Thank you very much.